What's up guys, it's San here from Telos Kiwi, and a bit of a last minute rushed video, but there has been quite an important update that has recently just come out in the last hour or two. Today at Token 2049, the conference which has been sponsored by Telos, and now we can understand why they've sponsored it. John, our Executive Director, Chief of Telos, has announced that Telos has initiated the development of a hardware-accelerated zkEVM Layer 2 network in collaboration with other industry businesses. Now, this is actually quite big. It is quite complex. Here's a website here I'll put down in the description and the comments as well. It gives you a bit more information, goes over the team, the history of Telos in a very, very sexy way. Then the future of, so what they're actually embarking on and what the plan is. Quite a basic website, just gives you a bit of a rundown. Seems very, very important. A lot of work has gone into this. Now, more importantly, if you want to understand the zkEVM Layer 2, the Snarktor side of things, they have a white paper and a light paper. Now, the white paper is very technical, so if you're quite into concepts and all sorts of things, you can go through that. If not, if you're a bit like me, you can go through a basic light paper, which will help explain things in a bit more of an easier manner for people to understand. So a shortened down, easy version to read. Now, I'm not going to go over this too much. I actually want to read through this here with you because this answers a lot of questions that people will have. And look, it goes over a bit of information about this and the partnerships and what the plan is. I recommend that you take a look. The link will be down in the description and comments as well. But the more important side here is the frequently asked questions. So a lot of people get quite worried that the moment they see something as big as this being announced, you know, with a very nice looking website, it's formally announced here, you know, the Telos Foundation, they've sponsored Token 2049, quite a big sponsorship. A lot of people are worried about what's going to happen to the original Telos, the current networks that we have. So what happens to the Telos network and existing EVM? So the Telos network and EVM will continue its upgrade plan as outlined in the roadmap. These upgrades will bring significantly improved performance and improved Ethereum operation parity. So there will be some overlapping functionality with both the Telos EVM and the new Snarktor powered Ethereum Layer 2 that was announced. But the new EVM will offer different advantages and trade-offs for users and developers alike. So there will be some overlapping features that are very similar, but they will still have differences that will provide different services or requirements or features to different parts of the crypto community. So still, all of these networks will exist. They're not being disbanded. So what's happening with the Telos team, Telos Foundation? So the Telos Foundation and technical development team, they will continue operation on Telos as per usual. The development of the Snarktor powered Ethereum Layer 2 will be primarily handled by a new team. So they're going to create a separate team which will be focusing specifically on this new Ethereum Layer 2. The original Telos networks will continue their operations. What's going to happen to the funds that were allocated in the Telos economic proposal recently? So these will continue to be allocated to the growth of the Telos network. Okay. A separate funding source and budget will be initiated once the token issuance event takes place. So a few people will be asking about this, right? So how will TLOS holders benefit from the new Ethereum Layer 2? This is a really big one for people. While the exact issuance method is not confirmed at this stage, so they haven't fully confirmed it or they're keeping it private, for the new Ethereum Layer 2 Snarktor, TLOS holders will be the majority beneficiaries. So, I mean, basically an airdrop. You know, I don't want to put words in their mouth. Basically an airdrop. If you're holding Telos, you've been holding Telos for a while, you're maybe using it across the different Telos networks, the EVM. Maybe you're staking your Telos and voting for a block producer like Telos Kiwi here, which needs more votes. These things could make you eligible. Look, it just says Telos holders will be the major beneficiaries. So it's not going into too much specifics, but it's pretty clear what they're saying here. So how will this impact the BPs on Telos like myself? So there will not be any planned outages to the current validator structure with the launch of the Ethereum Layer 2. The evolution of the Telos Layer 0 and Layer 1 ecosystem will continue as usual through community governance. There will not be any changes to the current dApps or support structure with the launch of the Ethereum Layer 2. dApps will have the option of adding the new Ethereum Layer 2, so it is up to the individual dApp. Will this new project be called Telos? No. Telos will remain Telos in its current form. You know what? I actually think this is a good move. I think there is a little bit of confusion, especially with new people. You've got Telos, you've got TLOS EVM. If they named it TLOS Snarktor, or TLOS, Snarktor Ethereum Layer 2, it's just going to confuse it even further. So it'll be Snarktor, and the new Ethereum Layer 2 will be an important piece of the Telos ecosystem, but ultimately will have its own brand and identity. So it will still be linked to the Telos ecosystem. It'll be an important part of it. TLOS holders will be beneficiaries of the issuance of the token. But that's pretty much it. So I think they're trying to make it very clear, guys, that Telos Layer 0, native Telos, TLOS EVM, these will not be completely disbanded. Look, they're still going to be working on them. Things will continue the same. Although this is a very new development and a big focus, it is going to be kept separate from the current operations, and it will complement the Telos ecosystem in a very nice way. That's basically what they're saying. So I'm going to put down the links in the description below. I recommend that you do your own reading. I'm just giving you guys the quick rundown. So do follow me here on Twitter, Telos Kiwi. Vote for me when you do stake your Telos on the Telos 0 blockchain. Currently at rank 43, I am going to be doing weekly Twitter spaces starting next week for the Telos community. Come and say hi, message me in advance if you'd like to jump on and have a chat about something. I will be aiming to have some cool guests on, including John at some point. He's a very busy man with a busy schedule, but we will get him on at some point to have a chat with the community through a live Twitter space. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.